If I was the center of everything for a day, everything would be aimed towards, dictated by, catered to, tailored for 5'2" tattooed Asian females. When you turned on the television, no Martha Stewart, no Tom Brokaw, Katie Couric, or Stephen Colbert, just 5'2" tattooed Asian females giving makeup tips for the Asian eye. Instructions on how to raise children multilingually in America, advertisements for custom-designed builders who retrofit houses for the fabulously petite, news that tells of the latest community organizing campaigns and where the hottest DJ set is for that night. Everything catered to me. All of the movies would tell the stories of wayward, liberated activist brainiac single girls and our loserish MC boyfriends, healing wounds with family members overseas while fighting for fair wages for factory workers around the world, which would be easy, since all of the governments would be run by 5'2" tattooed Asian females. We'd wave to the cameras enthusiastically, give out free sandwiches to the entire world every Wednesday. We'd match our lip gloss to our fair trade boots and throw a dance party every time we signed a truly revolutionary bill. And I'd get to ask people dumb questions all day. Because isn't everybody a 5'2" tattooed Asian female? And isn't it so great to be us? But you know what? I might let you, non-5'2", non-tattooed, non-Asian, non-females, I might let you keep your languages. I might even give you equal access to education and healthcare too. I might even share the airwaves and our houses of government. Give you a shot at working your way up in our financial institutions because I know that there is no you without me. And from the only to the other, I know there's no me without you.
A dimming rainbow puddling onto pavement at the knees and tears of your mother. Photos of the black boys who murdered you reeling flashbacks from my memory. At 14, I watched my older sister and her girlfriend cornered close to moving doors on a Chicago train. Their faces almost breaking against the perpetrator's fists. I'm hoping that if they clench each other tight enough, their love will cloak them from their perpetrators. But their arms held no magic against two black men with liquor-loose fists, their drunken mouths ejaculating a fire and brimstone of Batigirl slurs. Frozen in parallel seats, my silent anger as choking as the tongue swallowed. It was then that I learned how quickly men with the same diaspora coursing through their veins target women like you and me for only loving them like brothers, forgiving the love for which they grew entitled to women. And for years, this memory aborted the raucous birth of my own desire to melt into curves, and I wonder if I'd found the courage to lean into the horizon of a woman the way you did, what man of my own lineage would have stood behind the bullets carrying me to death? And your fingers were never given a chance to fully bloom to the curves of the basketball you guarded. The boys who dunked bullets into your back, jealous of the way your curves twirled around them on courts and in courting girls, couldn't handle the competition you gave them in either game. The police are investigating your murder as a hate crime now. I look at your murderers' mugshots. From behind brittle toughness, their scared eyes peek out at the world, a reminder of a youth I spent with black boys I loved like brothers. The way we threw footballs over light posts and turned grassy lawns into wrestling rings, jostling the pain of circumstance from our bodies together. But this love has gangrened, and we all know it. The boys you and I grew up running basketball courts and alleyways with don't carry us into womanhood, but come back to drag us into the ground, complicit in our murder more than any other men. So the brothers I once greeted on street corners turned to strangers. Instead of your shorty introductions ended with hands folded around each other in reverence, too many times those palms contract into murder, so the love I have for them cringes. I hold it quiet and conditionally. Homophobic slurs are now etched onto the walls leading to the door you grew limber behind. Your mother is trying not to buckle, and we are still crying on our knees at the dimming puddle of your rainbow.
Have you ever held hands with East Harlem? Danced a bolero over breakbeats and brilliance, bouncing off the walls of Borinquen blues and blue skies, tied to the feet of family ties that have long settled into themselves and their stories. This barrio done seen some things, done heard some things, has merged and converged over words unspoken, souls tiptoe through these curbs unbroken, and hope gets high off itself on a daily. Have you ever locked lips with Lexington over Piraguas and Pirito Mas? Locked eyes with the legacy of Loíza, where our lives at times are brief and wondrous, where flores y cantos y gritos still bloom and echo down 103rd Street, while 106 the bounty of Burgos flows down the spines of time, and some find it hard to breathe through the blessings and the asthma rates that are 5 times the national average. You see, folks here done seen some things, done heard some songs about themselves and their struggle, pulled up by their Operation Bootstraps and dreams of crossing borders for more than $7.25, making homes for their sons and daughters through these waters, from the Corsi to the Carvers to the Clinton houses, where Lincolns and Washingtons and Jeffersons and Wilsons stack high, like I'm out for presidents to represent me. Not that these dead presidents truly represent me. Where Tainos tower over 3rd Ave like que lo que and what's good, when it's really not all that good, but we find good in all of that.